Good morning, students. So I Chikot madam welcome you all to this business studies class. Okay. So in the continuation of this YouTube lessons, what we are taught so far today, till today. Today I have planned to start the next topic in your syllabus. That is controlling, eighth topic. Okay. So till this topic, the 7 topics what you have learned all are important from the exam point of view, right? And for the year 2021, for the academic year 2021, your syllabus is reduced to till 9th topic. So it means only 2 topics are remaining to be completed. This one controlling and the 9th one from the second book, first topic, in the second book, first topic, that is financial management. So after completion of that, our syllabus will be completed and our classes will be continued by only doing revisions, right? So before the talking about the completion about the syllabus, so let me take these remaining 2 topics in that that is 8th one, controlling, right? So this controlling is very important topic. So far this topic they have asked for 1 mark, 2 mark and 4 marks, but this time there may be possibility of asking 8 marks also from this topic, as the blueprint is going to be changed once they release the new blueprint. We'll come to know the weightage of marks on each topic. That I will discuss in separate one video about the blueprint and the weightage of marks. Okay. So from the exam point of view, each and every topic is important, and when the question comes for options, yes, from all the topics they have to ask question for all the sections. So that's why whatever you read will come for the exam this year, right? That's why read carefully, and you can even go for planned study, selected topics, and still you will score 100 out of 100 if you make sincere efforts, right? Okay, so let me begin this topic, that is controlling. So here what all we are going to study. Let me see the content here. Explain new content first. Content ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Yes, meaning and definition. You have to remember one definition. Then importance of controlling, why this controlling required in the organization, how much important this function, being a last function in the management functions. Next, limitations, and what are the limitations of this controlling function. Then relation between planning and controlling. So what is the main basic relation between planning and controlling? Because planning and controlling go hand by hand, both are required. Without planning there is no controlling, and without controlling there is no execution of planning. Planning will not be achieved its required goal through execution without proper controlling, right? That's why controlling is required for planning, and planning is required for controlling. Getting some confusion. Yes, here. Then comes controlling process. Then how this controlling carried, how the controlling function carried, what are the various stages of controlling function, we'll study in the controlling process. Then techniques of managerial control, this is very very important. So we are going to study some techniques adopted to control the activities of the subordinates, so as to ensure them to complete the given task in the given time, okay, with exactly with the planned activity, planned work. So we need to adopt, we need to, that is, follow some techniques, managerial techniques, and these techniques are some traditional techniques and some are modern techniques. Both we'll study in detail. Techniques of managerial control, okay, traditional techniques and modern techniques, okay. So by studying these techniques, this topic ends, okay. And here see what all the things we are going to study here: meaning and definition, yes, importance of limitation, importance, then limitations, relation between planning and controlling, then controlling process, then techniques of managerial control, then those techniques only, traditional techniques and modern techniques, okay. So these are the things, and very very easy, important also, and I think you will follow the subject easily concerned to this topic, right. So let me begin with meaning and definition. Yes, then what is controlling? ನಿಯಂತ್ರಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು? So what do you think, what do you mean by controlling? Your parents will control your activities, right? Why they control you? Because you are doing something which is not to be done, that need to be controlled. You should be brought in the track, right? So similarly in the organization, our subordinates, when they are deviating from the work, deviating from the planned work, then we should bring them to the track. We should make them to work according to our plan. If the work is going according to the plan, if the subordinates are following all our rules and regulation, all our orders, okay, everything if they are following, then controlling is not necessary. If the things are beyond our control, if the things are going beyond our expectation, that is leaving the track, then those things should be brought to the track. So that work is done with the help of controlling function of the management. So management need to control the activities of the subordinates so as to ensure the things are going according to our plan. Yes, if there are some variations, some changes, then they need to be corrected. So these all things will take place in this controlling function, right? Let us see the meaning here. It means ensuring that the activities in so organizations are performed are as per plans. So the controlling function ensures, yes, says us that the activities are going on, if activities are happening according to our plan, they are performed as per our plans, the things are happening as per our plans, okay. So it ensures that an organization's resources are being used effectively and efficiently for the achievement of the predetermined goals. See, we have set the objectives need to be achieved, okay. For achievement of these objectives, we have our own plans. We have made so many, that is, plans, and if the subordinate follow the plan, then we ensure that yes, the things are going to happen according to our desired goals are going to be achieved. If the things are happening according to our wish, our plan. Means we have calculated, we have studied everything, we have analyzed, and we have made proper scheduling, planning, and we have divided the work, everything. So then we just ensuring that these are happening effectively and efficiently. Means there is no wastage of time, money, material, machine, because in our plan there is no wastage, right? So it means we are making everything, all the resources effectively. So this controlling function wants to ensure it. Means we are going to check the each and every individual subordinate work. We are just going to compare the planned work and actual work. Controlling is nothing but it is just comparing the planned work, the actual work with the planned standard. We have fixed some standards, benchmark. Okay, then we are comparing each and every employee is reaching the standard or not. If he is reaching standard, then no controlling is necessary. If he is below the standard, if his performance is below the standard, it means he is not working efficiently. Then we have to control his work. We should guide him. We should, that is, order him. We should control his work properly. So by that, we should ensure that even the person who is not following our predetermined plans, make him to follow it. Yes. So it ensures that organization's resources are being used effectively and efficiently for the achievement of the predetermined goals. Right? And it says that it is pervasive function. Pervasive means it is required at all the levels of management. It is not only required at the top level. It is not that only top level management has to control their subordinates. No. At every level, lower level, middle level, as well as top level. At all level, controlling is necessary. The superior has to control the activities of their subordinates. Okay, it is continuous function. It is required at all level, as well as the controlling is continuous function. There is no end for the controlling, as there is no end for the planning. As already told you, planning and controlling go hand by hand. Both are required. If there is a planning, means controlling is essential. Yes, controlling needs before planning. If there is something planning, then only we can compare with the actual work. Right? So that's why both are very much essential functions of any management. Then it is not misunderstood as a last function of management. Okay, generally what we say, controlling we study it as a last. Right? What is our first function? Planning, organizing, then staffing, then directing, then controlling. Right? But controlling is not the last function. It is what? It's just like operating cycle. So controlling, if there is any deviation in the controlling, once again planning starts. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, then planning. So means it is a circle. There is no end. That's why we cannot say controlling is the last function. Controlling is essential function of any organization. Very much essential function of any organization. So wherever planning is there, controlling must be there. Okay. Then it completes one cycle of management. It completes, sorry, I'm spelling mistake there. It completes one cycle of management process and improves planning in the next cycle. Just I told, it is a operating cycle, circle. So you start with the planning, then you come for the organizing, directing, staffing, controlling, and controlling find some deviation, some variation. Then once again planning, improved planning, something change because this work is not happening, you have to make some other changes. Yes, we have to plan for the next improvement, right? So it is a continuous activity. It is operated in like a circle, right? It is not a end function of management, right? So like this here, management, the controlling is a very important function of management, right? And which ensures that all the work whatever we have planned are happening according to our plan, according to our desired path, and with more effectively and efficiently. Okay, and things are happening according to our plans to achieve our predetermined goal. We have decided the goal, and to achieve that goal we have planned everything, and we just controlling, ensuring that the things are going according to that plan, because our goal need to be achieved. Okay, and with this we'll study this one definition given by Kunj O'Donnell. Any one definition, whatever you feel easy, you have to remember, because 2 marks they may ask definitions, and that time you have to write definition only, not the meaning. For the meaning, if you write the meaning, they will give half, means 1 mark. If you write the definition given by any author, then you will get the 2 marks for that. Okay, then what Kunj O'Donnell says, managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard. So managerial control means, implies and that means, managerial control means the measurement. So we are going to measure it. Measurement of accomplishment means completed work. We are going to measure the completed work against the standard. See, standards already we have fixed. Okay, we have set the benchmark, we have set the standards. Standard ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ 10 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒನ್ ಲೇಬರ್, ಒನ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ 10 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಡೇ. 10 is a standard. Then we have to compare each and every individual work. So one may be producing only 5, one may be producing only 6, one may be producing 8, one may be producing 10. It means each and every individual work we are comparing, we are measuring whether he is achieving standard or not. The person who has achieved the standard, then no need control. The person who is below the standard, ಈಗ 10 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, 5 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ is 50% below the standard. Means we have to take extra care for him. We should see what is his problem, then how to improve his work. There we have to concentrate, right? So measurement of accomplishment, the work done against the standard. We have to check the standard and actual work. Standard ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು. 10 ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ, 5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? 5 ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್. This deviation need to be corrected. We have to make him to reach the standard at his next work. Okay, to assure attainment of objectives according to the plans. So if each and every employee work according to the standard fixed, then easily we can achieve the goals. Goals can be achieved very easily. Then controlling is not at all necessary. The things are going according to plan only. Okay, then controlling is not necessary, but it is not possible. It is highly impossible, because each and every employee will not be same. right? All will not be that much outstanding. Then we have to check who are not achieving, who are not reaching our standard, and we have to concentrate on those employees, subordinates, and we need to make them to reach the standard. We have to make them to follow our plan. As per plan, the things should go. That need to be ensured, that need to be brought. Then we can ensure achievement of goals, predetermined goals, right? So this is the definition given by Kunz O'Donnell. So remember this: managerial control implies the measurement of accomplishment against the standard. Measurement of accomplishment, measurement of actual work done against the standard, planned ಮತ್ತು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, and the corrections of deviations. Then you are going to bring out the deviations, find out the variations, okay, to assure attainment of objective. These deviation need to be corrected for achievement of the predetermined goals, right? So this is the definition. Hope you understood the definition given by Kunz O'Donnell. Next we are going to study is importance of controlling. Then how much this controlling function is essential in any organization. By studying the meaning and definition, what do you think? Controlling is necessary or not? Yes, without controlling, are you going to ensure you are going to achieve the predetermined goals? Yes, it is not possible. Something need to be there, then only you will work. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆರಾಮ್ ಚೀಟ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಬರಿತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚೀಟ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಬರೀಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ನ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಆನೆಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್ without seeing anywhere, without asking anybody, then why supervisor is necessary? Do you think everybody will be honest? No. That's why some external observation is very much essential in everybody's work. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇಲೂ ನಿಗಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಕು. ನಿಗಾ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಕು. ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕಂಪನಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್, right? And these all so many people are working for the achievement of common goal, not their individual goal. The goal of the organization, they are working for the goal of the organization. If they are working for their own goal, then also controlling is not necessary, because they know what is their goal and how to achieve it. But you are making them to work for the common goal. That is one more difficult task. In that, this controlling function plays major role, very very important role, because subordinates need to be controlled. Activities of the subordinates need to be controlled, right? So then we are going to study how much it is important in the organization. Yes, accomplishing organizational goals. To reach our goals, accomplish our organization goals, we have to plan. Yes, and we should ensure that the things are going according to plan. Just setting objective is not enough. To achieve that objectives, we have to plan. Yes, and when we are executing this work, okay, and we should see whether the things are going according to our plan or not. If the things are going according to a plan, yes, once again I will tell, no controlling is essential. But it is not easy. The things, there will be deviation, there will be variation, and those variation need to be corrected. Then controlling is essential. Yes, through implementation of this corrective action, the plan need to be achieved. Yes. Second one is judging accuracy of standards. Yes, planning means fixing the standards. Predetermined goals. We are predetermining our goals. ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಬರೆದಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Then we are going to see whether this standard is possible by common man or not. Is it possible every student to score 100 out of 100? Then if we keep 100 marks as a passing mark, then do you think how many will pass? 100 marks ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸೇ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. 100 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಯಾರೂ ಪಾಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, how many will pass? Yearly 4 to 5 students will pass. That's why, see what is standard we have fixed for passing? Just 35 marks. If you score 35 marks, you will pass in that subject. It means when we are fixing the standard should not be tough, difficult. We should see that these standards are easily achievable by normal person, not extraordinary person. See, some goals are too tough to be achieved as the external factors affect the organization. In such cases, it is wise to revise the goals to adjust present conditions. Yes, if the standards are too tough, if many people are not achieving the standard, it means the standard is too tough. That's why we should revise our standard. ಈಗ 35 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅವರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಮೇ ಕಮ್ ಡೌನ್. ಆ ಥರ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೊದಲು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ 35 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸೇ ಈಗ ಲೋವರ್ ಇದೆ. 35 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು 50 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 50% ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪಾಸ್? ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ. ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೆಸ್, ನೋ? That's why they have brought it to 35. So even the average, below average student also pass in the exams. Okay, so that's why the controlling will help us to check whether the standard fixed by us is accurate or not. If maximum people are achieving the standard, yes, it is accurate. If the people are not achieving the standard, it means it is tough. Then they have to change it. They have to revise the standard. Yes, making efficient use of resources. Of course, the resources what we are using, it may be man, material, machine, okay, money, whatever resources. These all resources must be used effectively. We should ensure, as a management, we should ensure that there is no wastage of the resources. Means properly utilized. Properly utilized means each and every work need to be controlled. If you don't control, then there will be waste of all the resources. If we don't observe the employees when they are coming, when they are not, when they are going out, if it is not observed, just tell me what happens. Many people, many employees will not come to organization only. That's why every day we make them to put their signature. We make them to, that is use biometric while coming, while going. Signature ಯಾರ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ presently how they are controlling the employees timing in the organization, biometric, thumb impression machines. You have to put your thumb only, not others. If it is not there, if it is not observed, Do you think all the employees will come in time and go exactly after the completion of the time? How many employees do that? Very sincere, honest, limited people. What about others? We have to control them. Otherwise, waste of money. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪಗಾರ ಕೊಡೋದು, ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ರಿ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. Yes? Through effective implementation of plans, reducing unnecessary wastage can be prevented. Okay? So that's why controlling plays important role in that. Then improving employees' motivation. Yes, employees know well in advance what they are expected to do and what are the standards for their appraisal. Appraisal ಅಂದರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಚೀವ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್, then you are eligible for promotion. So it means you know that is if you are able to meet the standard, then you will be promoted. What happens with that? You will be motivated. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಣೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲಸ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. So this kind of mindset will definitely bring the confidence among the employees, and definitely they try to work hard, and indirectly it is adding for the improvement of productivity of the organization. Right? That's why controlling and fixing standard is very much essential. Then it ensures order and discipline. Yes, order and discipline is very much essential in any organization. It helps in minimizing dishonest behavior by keeping a close check on their activities. When they are coming, when they are going for coffee, how much time they spend in the coffee shop, everything is observed. Movement register are maintained, biometrics are maintained. So by seeing all these things, the employees need to sit at their workplace and do the work. So that means controlling will reduce the wastages of all this, and it will ensure discipline in the organization. Yes, to bring discipline in the organization, controlling is very much essential in any organization. Right? And the last one is facilitating coordination in action. Yes, it brings coordination among all the departments. Each department and employees is governed by predetermined standards. Everybody know what to do, when to do, how to do, where to do. Everything is planned. No duplication of work, no wastage of money, no wastage of resources. So it means automatically each and every department will work together. You are ensuring automatically coordination. If there is a controlling, means planning and controlling. Schedules are fixed. I know that during this time where I should be. Monday 11 to 12 in which class I should be. Timetable is given and my timing is fixed. It means that I will obey it. I go to that class only and I take my subject. No other person will come and disturb there because timetable is fixed. It is my timing, my class. So it means all the employees work with proper coordination. If there is no timetable, who comes first can engage the class for second year commerce. Then all the teacher will come and rush in the classroom. I will take like that because to complete the portion. Yes. So timetable is there, no, to be followed. Then there is no confusion, nothing, no problem. The work will go smoothly. So all the department's employees have to obey it and follow instructions. So automatically, without any complication, without any quarrels, without any misunderstanding, the things will go automatically, right? So that's why the managerial function, the controlling, is very much essential in any organization, as it cannot be told as a last function. It is a part and parcel of each and every function of management, and it requires at all the levels of management. Okay, so with this explanation, today I conclude the class, and in next class I take the next part of this topic. Okay, so till my next class, take care, bye.